Log number 5. Get this. This place never ceases to amaze me. So we uncovered some old newspaper. Picked it up in the gas station over in Customs. The Lights of Tarkov newspaper says on January 15th, a firefight between two undetermined parties broke out in the abandoned construction site on 5th Rabashaya Street. Based on surveillance camera recordings from the warehouse adjacent to the abandoned building, about 8 o'clock in the evening, a certain man in a dark coat entered it with a duffel bag in his hands. Another man in a dark jacket arrived about 15 minutes later. After a while, the quiet building exploded with sounds of numerous gunshots. In total, the firefight lasted about half an hour. Police officers called by the warehouse watchman promptly arrived at the scene, but the timing has narrowly failed them and the gunman escaped. I'm guessing this is back when the police were actually doing their job. Nowadays, all we see with the police are small groups and those guys that hang out with the deal maker. Rishala, I think his name is. This is like reading something from the past. Let's continue. The investigation reported discovering numerous cartridge cases as well as traces of blood, but neither weapons nor injured persons were found in the building. An investigation is underway. This was quite a while ago. Like I say. It seems like a different world where society was intact. Police were on standby. Now, we don't even have phone lines. We don't have any way to contact anyone. I guess this is why I'm making these videos. Anyway, I'm not gonna let it get to me. I'm gonna keep doing these, and on the off chance that somebody discovers them, well, I guess this is my legacy. On top of the newspaper that we found back in Customs, we also managed to catch eyes on a leaked FSB operative report. This is some high-level stuff. This is what the report says. We've received a tip that hitman going by the name of Sedoi, which means grey-haired, arrived to Tarkov from Kemerovo 3 days ago. The source claims to have had no personal contacts with Sedoi, but characterizes his reputation as experienced, dangerous, fail-safe. The Kemerovo Directorate replied to our inquiry that they are aware of the nickname but failed to establish the identity behind it. According to the source, there's a rumor that Sedoi has arrived with objective to neutralize a certain individual nicknamed as Austrian, who has also appeared in Tarkov several days ago with unknown purpose. Allegedly, however, also a cleaner hired by foreign commercial entities. Thus, I reckon it would be safe to assume that we can make a direct correlation between this info and yesterday night's shootout in the construction site on 5th Rabashaya Street. At this moment, according to the witness, a night watchman of the warehouse nearby, we know that around 2 a.m. the building was entered by a man in a dark coat. 15 minutes later, through the same doorway, a man in a dark jacket. Sometime afterwards, gunfire has been heard from the building, continuing for about 15 to 20 minutes. The arriving police task force has failed to apprehend anyone, but discovered numerous pistol cartridges and traces of blood. There is an assumption, backed by the info from our source, that this incident was essentially a duel of hitmen of sorts, with Sedoi and the Austrian settling their business on neutral grounds. Based on this assumption, I suggest transferring this case for further investigation under jurisdiction of the FSB Office of Investigations. So that's what the report is saying, and Well, that's the last thing we need. Let's just hope that the hitmen have either killed each other or managed to get out before it all locked down. Either way, they sound like a couple of guys that I don't want to tangle with.